new video. Let's quickly discuss the situation on Bitcoin. So we started the week with this local distribution we had here. A Model 1 distribution hit the technical target right here. And then yesterday we saw the follow through lower. However, price exactly bounced from a naked point of control, while not taking all the liquidity, but taking like almost all liquidity. So yeah, we still have liquidity resting lower and the imbalance resting below it. So this is still a level I'm looking at, but it would also be typically Bitcoin to front run that level and push higher. We bounced exactly from a naked point of control, as we can see right here. Price took out that liquidity level and then bounced up. The other two important levels I'm watching is a naked point of control in the supply around 109 to 110k, and the other one is at the range lows around 101.7k. So two important levels. Beside that, price is still in the bigger range, forming a local range right here, with supply above us and demand below us. As we can see, price took this liquidity and then pushed up very strongly, taking out almost this whole liquidity trail. And right above we have a little imbalance and supply. So this is an area where I'm looking what price will do. However, I don't see any setup. So yeah, if there's no clear setup, often best thing is to wait, for me at least. If we look at the weekly statistics, then we have our weekly high put in on Monday, very early in the week. Then we had that sell-off, and then we have our weekly low on Wednesday. Yeah, generally the Monday's high is stronger because on either on Monday or Tuesday you often print your weekly pivot, and then on Wednesday it's much less strong. So statistic wise, this is a strong high, and it's more likely to take out this low and see lower prices for the week. But since we put in a weekly high that early in the week, it could also be a change this time. So yeah, for Bitcoin I'm just looking at this demand. If we come back here, maybe we can form a local model. Then I'm looking for longs. If we form a local distribution in here, then I'm looking for shorts here. Otherwise, I'm not that interested in trading Bitcoin at the moment because we are at the mid-range and I simply don't see any setup. If we break below this low, then I'm expecting lower prices. Then I expect us to hit its imbalance and maybe eventually the range lows. And on the other hand, if we take out our weekly high that was created on Monday, then we probably get a move into that 110 and maybe even higher levels. Until then, it's a neutral zone for me. So let's see what's gonna happen. Quickly, some other charts. ETH also in a range, completed its Model 2 distribution, currently showing first signs of an accumulation. Need more time. I'm only interested if we come down here and then give a local break of structure, then this could potentially be a long setup for me. But I'm not that interested in it because we don't have a good return to zone yet. So yeah, also here staying patient. Some other charts I'm looking at is ONDO on the high time frame, extremely interesting. Looking for a Wyckoff Model 2, in which I would like to see price take out this demand, and then that's a heavy long for me to towards the range highs. Price is locally also forming a range right here. So if we can form a Wyckoff model in this local range, tapping into the higher time frame demand, that's an extra confluence. So keeping an eye on this chart. SUI, yeah, also local range. Depends on what we do. If we slowly come up here, then I'm looking for shorts in this local supply zone. Otherwise, I would like to look for longs down here in demand. And then we also have like a trend line. I don't often use trend lines, but when I mark them out, they're significant because they I only trust the fourth time. So oftentimes you have your first tap, then your second tap with your third tap. That are often fake outs. And then this is what I call an apex, where you either break important support, or you get that breakout and full trend line, and oftentimes on the fourth time you get the real breakout. And SUI is a good example of one of those coins, and a lot of coins are showing similar behavior, in which the apex of this pattern is around the 10th of June. Also yesterday I explained why I would like to see lower prices first, because on the monthly, also on the weekly, you often put in your pivot. So like here we have now our weekly pivot on Monday and weekly pivot on Wednesday, but oftentimes you put it in on either Monday or Tuesday, so early in the week. But that same is true for the monthly. So in 80% of the cases, you put in your monthly P1, so either your low or your high in the first 12 days of the month. So if we want to have a bullish month for altcoins, the best case scenario in my opinion is that we form that low early in the month, then get a breakout. This is our monthly low, and then we have a bullish month ahead. So that's the best case scenario for me personally. And if I'm looking at altcoin charts like this with their apexes around the 12th of July, then things are lining up pretty nicely. Same is true for ENA. Very interesting chart. Tab 1 right here, tab 2 right here, local range formation right here. Very interested to play this range, form that low early in the month, and then expect a bullish continuation towards the range high during the rest of July. So all charts I'm very interested in. XMR potential, we are in a Wyckoff accumulation right here, but locally showing signs of distribution. Here we have a model 1, we broke structure already. Not that interested anymore, but if we slowly grind up right here, take out extreme liquidity, break structure, then it is a short for me to the range lows where I'm interested in longs again. For that I would like to see the return to zone stay alive. And then lastly, discussing the trade I took yesterday, which was also discussed in the Telegram chat. A very nice 1, 2, 3, so a Wyckoff model 1, where price in the lower time frames took out this local high and tapped into extreme supply. So we only had liquidity right here and then an aggressive drop in which this was our extreme supply. So that was mitigated on this drop. Then on the 1 minute we broke structure right here. On the 5 minute we broke structure right there. Entry for me was right in the middle, because we also created the high of the day at our, what was it, our 0 or our 2, so very strong pivot. So then I have extra trust in the high holding. So very nice trade. This one went like almost directly to the full TP for around a 7R realized gain. Very nice. I am fully out of this position right now, but yeah, it shows that you only need a few of these a month and you are done. I think plans are pretty clear. I'm just waiting. Most coins are in the middle of their local ranges, so no clear signs for me. Last one, USDT dominance. Had a local 1, 2, 3 model 2, hit its target right here, came into this supply right here, then a strong sell-off. Price is currently in a demand zone where we are bouncing from, which had a nice confluence of the fib retracement, as we can see right here. So also here we are just in the middle of the range, so I have a neutral bias. Only interested in potential shorts if we slowly come up in this supply, then break structure, and then that could be a nice confluence for this potentially deal, A1, A2, A3 and Wyckoff model 2, in which I'm very interested in longs on crypto pairs if this happens. For now, right in the middle, so I'm neutral. You don't always have to trade. Sometimes the best trade is no trade, and especially if there is not a clean setup. So I currently don't see setup, so for me it's a waiting game. If you have another interesting setup, let me know, and then I wish you guys a good day of trading. Cheers.